thing.
I guess Vegas didn't dig him, or it didn't work.
You've read of his book. That book goes like, it starts cool and then it just goes, it's like, what are you talking about now? Yeah. Which paragraph we in?
I've read in a couple of reviews where they say, oh, you know, it tends to ramble. Tends? It's kung fu and it's babes and it's funny and it's serious and we got ballads and we're on heightened alert. It sounds like English, but I ain't making much sense. Whoa! I know, you think I'm out of my mind, but leave a message. No Holds Barbecue. I'm sure the first time Picasso showed up, somebody said, hey, both eyes are on one side of the head. You got to correct that.
February 2002, Sammy Hagar's phone rings. On the other end is David Lee Roth with a proposition, a Roth-Hagar co-headlining tour. Ironically, Sammy is hanging out with Van Halen bassist Michael Anthony at the time.
And Mike goes, you gonna do it? I'm gonna go down and check it out, you know, and have a meet. I told Dave's guy, you know, Dave and I gotta meet, make sure we get along good enough, you know, I don't want to go out and have to yell and scream at, you know, each other all night. It was my idea a long time ago, and Dave wouldn't even talk about it. When I left Van Halen, the first thing I said was, call up David Lee Roth's agent and see if he wants to go out on tour with me. I said it'd be the coolest thing ever, you know, and Dave wouldn't even, like, slam the phone down, right? He walked in and we shook hands and said, whatever's been said, you know, forget it. We take it from here.
We know you all love a good scandal, and that's why you're here today, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a pretty competitive tour in my book. I think I'm going to do try my best to do the best show I've ever done in my life every night, and I'm sure Dave's going to do that times 10 as well. And I think it's going to make for great entertainment for the fans to come. They're going to see probably the best of us ever. And like Dave said, with all those hits, I just can't imagine walking away disappointed.
In terms of what you see on the deck up there, there's a rivalry in between us. The audience gets the absolute best out of both of us. It goes beyond just two guys. It goes beyond a list of songs. It goes beyond what the last band that we were in. It's a state of mind and it's a point of view. Perhaps it's a state of mind and point of view that Van Halen has misplaced twice. Take each step, baby. One by one. Sammy and I are like fraternity brothers who've been through the same hazing.
You gotta love Dave, right? You gotta love him.
You don't have to love him, but you must tolerate him today.
Come on, baby! You say yeah! Coming up, the hits the fan.
He's going, you owe me more shows. And Dave, I don't owe you anything, pal. You crazy? You owe me. You know, for bringing you out here, getting you back in the game, pal.
Sam's always banging on the windshield. Bottle of tequila on one hand and the other.
And a shot at immortality. In May of 2002, after more than a decade of animosity and a heap of trash talking, former Van Halen singers David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar did the unthinkable. They patched up their differences, packed their bags, and headed off on the road together. It was called the Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth Tour 2002, song for song the undisputed heavyweight champs of rock and roll, and it played to packed houses from coast to coast. But the real boxing match was going on backstage.
Just last night, we got in a big fight, you know. He's going, you owe me more shows. And Dave, I don't owe you anything, pal. You crazy? You owe me. You know, for bringing you out here, getting you back in the game, pal.
Run-ins and conflicts are par for the course in rock and roll. What's unorthodox here is that if you want to take a shot at the boss, hey, my hat and badge is off. Throw your best, homie.
Every time I open, he gets in a bad mood. But it was his idea. I would want to open for anybody, but I said, sure, you want me to open there? We'll open every other show.
Originally when we started this, I said to Sam, let's do, 50-50. I'll flip a blonde and always call tails, and, you can do the off nights. He didn't get it either.
Dave doesn't do anything except walk out on stage and pretend like it's his show. He don't do the interviews. He doesn't try to sell tickets. And he doesn't jam. He doesn't want to go out, on stage together and go, hey, let's like show these people this is a great tour. It's just like oil and water.
Well, now there's an entrance, huh?
That's awesome.
I don't really see that there's a whole lot of comparison. Sam throws a party. I am the party.
I got on this deal on the dress rooms because Dave and I are flip-flopping. One night he closes, next night I close. One night he closes, next night I close, right? Well, tonight he's closing. He's got the big dress room, and I'm pissed. I'm not an opening act. Look at this. Look at the size of this. I got this little piddly-ass room.
Everybody feeling good about yourselves? Healthy?
Yes.
Happy?
Yeah.
Sober? Close enough. Stay away from the Cabo Wabo. We're obviously not in love with each other, and that rivalry is precisely the kind of mix-it-up that an audience wants to get in the middle of.
We've been getting along worse than ever because, once again, he's being unreasonable. This guy came out of the gutter to do this tour, and now he's back. So now he's playing in front of big crowds again and making a ton of money, and so now he's automatically acts like he's God again. It's like, okay, Dave, wait till the tour's over. You're back where you were last year, pal.
I'm sure the Benny Goodmans and the Glenn Millers slugged it out, much in the same vein.
As for the possibility of Sammy and Dave jamming on stage together, forget it.
I told him from the first day we met, you come out on stage with me anytime. You can walk out in the middle of my show, and I won't freak. I'll make something happen.
Most comparisons between Hagar's reality and mine are purely coincidental. I myself am the son of Satan, even though my duties here are largely ceremonial.
Even when I go to Dave's dress room door, even like when he's right across the hall from me, he sees me, runs in there, locks the door. Where's Diamond? Is he around? I go beat on the door. Dave, come on, open up. When he gets there, let me know. I'm gonna go beat on his bus door. And he pretends like he's not in there. That's some weird stuff, man.
Sam's always banging on the windshield. A bottle of tequila on one end is in the other.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth. Ladies and gentlemen, David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar.
It's really good to see you after 55 shows, Dave. It's really good to see you. Where you been all summer, pal?
I've been on the Celebrity Deathmatch tour, Sam.
Okay, I don't need the money yet, Dave, no. I don't like Dave anymore. I thought maybe Dave and I get along. I don't like Dave.
Well, let's define get along. Do we have each other's phone numbers? No. Do we share strong drink and reasonable historic stories with each other? No. I guess my answer is no. What's rock and roll without a little drama, a little mix it up? Come on, you give peace a chance. I'm an optimist. When I go fishing, I take a Nikon and a frying pan. You hope for the best, I expect it. Maybe this reaches out to Eddie Van Heineken. Love you, baby. You know my number.
2003 marks the 25th anniversary of Van Halen's first album, which means the band is eligible for induction in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. When that day arrives, will it bring the Van Halen reunion that their millions of fans have been praying for? It's hard to say, but hey, that's another show.